Hello and welcome to the Buzzerbeater Show, episode 53, 53, yeah, 53. Um, so, yeah, let's get right into it. The Lakers need AD LeBron back. Like, they got blown out by the Clippers that bad, they won by like 40. I mean, the Clippers are a good team, but not like a... They're not better than the Lakers, bro. Let's keep it real. Like, I'm not saying the Nets are worse than the Lakers, but we know for a fact. Don't... The Lakers won against the Nuggets in the playoffs, and the Clippers lost against the Nuggets in the playoffs. So, yeah. And the Lakers won in 6? No, 5 or 6. So they lost the first game, they won the second game, they won the third game. I think they won in 5, right? And the Clippers made it a 7-game series, whatever, like 6 or 5, I don't know. But the Clippers made it a 7 thing. So yeah, it's I mean, we could, like, the Knicks could actually get a win against the Lakers. I mean, the Knicks are right now, like, they're the 8th seed, but they're losing games because it's a rough schedule right now. And I think even if they're in the play-in tournament, so they're probably going to play the Celtics, they're probably going to play the Bulls and the Pacers. The Bulls, I don't know. The Bulls could be a tough one with Vucevic on the team now, but the Pacers should actually be fairly easy. I mean, the Pacers are the 9th seed, right? I mean, this is the most, probably the most significant or the most thinkable one. So wait, we got the Knicks, the Pacers, the Bulls. Yeah, wait. Yeah, right. Okay, we got the... So, if the playoffs would start right now, the Knicks would probably first face the Pacers, and the Boston Celtics would face Chicago. I don't know, bro. Chicago? Oof. Chicago could be a rough one, but, like... I mean, the Knicks... They're definitely going to make the play-in tournament. I'm pretty sure about that. Thing I'm not sure about is are they going to make the playoffs in this tough competition? I mean, I really, really, really want them to make the playoffs. I really do. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna talk about the Knicks in a couple minutes. So, wow, the Bulls destroying the Nets bench, and Kyrie, and I mean Kyrie too. Yeah. So Vucevic and Levine were crazy together, and that's what I mean, bro. The Vucevic is the game changer right now with the Bulls. They're getting wins against the Nets. And I mean, we lost by 2 points, but I mean, still, like, we could have won if you, like, the Knicks played the Nets. We could have won if we hadn't, like, completely fallen down in the third quarter. But, bro, I mean, in the end of the third quarter. But, oh my God, the Bulls? I mean, the Bull right now, KD and Harden are injured, but still, like, this is Vucevic is a Nets killer, maybe even. I don't know. I mean, this could be even be a scenario in the playoffs without Harden and KD on the floor. It reminds a little of the 2018 Celtics, like Kyrie being the front guy and stuff. And I mean, yeah, like it didn't turn out right with the 2018 Celtics. Let's just, yeah, it got ugly at the end. Kyrie promised to stay in Boston, but then like he basically wanted to get out there as fast as he could after they lost the playoffs against the Bucks. Yeah, it wasn't pretty at all. So, KD and Russell Westbrook, dynamic duo. I mean, they used to be dynamic duo against the media, especially Stephen A. Smith and Charles Barkley. I mean, and not against it. Oh, and also Rappaport. So, Rappaport and KD have a weird relationship. Like, there was like a time where KD and Rappaport were like cool together, but there was still like throwing jabs at each other, like friendly jabs, I guess. Like in media and in real life. And Rappaport started to talk about the Charles Barkley interview where KD answered his question weirdly and like didn't really look up to Charles Barkley and stuff. Like, the thing is, Charles Barkley is a very, very, not necessarily delusional, but he's very into the it used to be tougher back in the day stuff. And like KD is somebody that could be very outspoken and has very good Twitter fingers, I would say. So he doesn't take things like those comments that Charles Barkley sometimes makes lightly. And so when Charles Barkley had the interview, he was not really responding. Like, he was responding, but he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. And he wasn't really looking into the camera at all. And Rappaport criticized that and said, it's not okay. He's just doing his job. And then KD said, why can't this guy ask some more intelligent... I'm sorry that idiots have to ask questions like that. So he clearly thinks Charles Barkley is an idiot. I mean, that's his opinion. I don't really know what I want. I mean, some of his comments about the league being... that's pretty stupid, my opinion. But to say that he's an idiot, not really. I mean, he has a too big ego because, I mean, he has a big ego, but he didn't really win a championship, so he doesn't really have something to back up his ego. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to Charles Barkley, he's still a great player. It just, sometimes he talks too loud, and he's just, and yeah, it's weird. Like, and that was the thing with, I think with Rappaport and KD, it's okay again, but still, they're not really on that good terms. But this is the part where it gets juicy. So we have Stephen A. Smith and Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, again, also criticized Stephen A. Smith for also like talk, like a lot of media guys that are a little older are always disrespecting this today's league. And Westbrook was not having it, and Stephen A. Smith was also talking about him like, oh yeah, you're great and stuff, and oh yeah, you you making a triple double. I mean, Westbrook is putting on a triple double again this season. Oh, that's great and stuff. But still, like, um, he doesn't have any championship to back up his huge accomplishments, which I get. I mean, Westbrook said himself, like, "Oh yeah, I don't care. I just want to win. I just want to have my. I don't need to. I'm a champion. I don't need a championship to back it up." Which, I mean, yeah, but still, like, we're trying to win championships, like with big moves, like getting PG and Carmelo to your team. You were clearly trying to win the championship there. So maybe he has given up in the last couple of years because with the PG and the Melo thing, that's like a couple of years ago. But still, he's saying he doesn't care about championships. Okay, I'm not really gonna take his word for it, but let's just say he's completely honest about that. I don't really believe he's completely honest about that, but just it's fine. I'm not telling him what to do. That's all good. But then like Westbrook had enough of like Stephen A. Smith talking about him like that, like saying like that he should better have something to back up these stats and stuff, a championship, and Westbrook was not having it. He was like, "Yeah, you keep out of my stuff, and it's my thing." And I mean, you have to remember, Stephen A. Smith is a guy. I heard on the Bill Simmons podcast where he talked about, don't take my comments personal. It's not personal. It's just about the sport itself, which I get. I get it, and I get that he made these these statements. And Westbrook actually also like really like threw some bad words at him, like, and I mean Stephen A. Smith said like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna have an enemy if you continue doing this," which it's not really smart from both sides. Let's just be honest. I mean, it almost I think it's pretty personal right now. So yeah, like I get Stephen A. Smith says there's a line, and if you cross that line, and if you start like to talk about, if you cross that line, and if you start to talk about, me being a bad person, and if you're cursing at me and saying some bad things about me, that's enough, and it's gonna be personal. Although it didn't have to be, that was your decision and stuff. I get that. It's just, and I get that he wants to make those claims. But somebody that Westbrook also has a massive ego. These are basically two big ass egos clashing together. And we'll see what's gonna happen, but yeah, it's. I mean, Westbrook and KD are really like two outspoken players that don't really give a damn about what they're gonna do and what people. They don't really give a they're gonna say what they want to say, especially Westbrook. Also, you see it in post game interviews. He doesn't give a crap. He's just gonna say what he wants to say, and I'm completely fine with that. And KD too. Just if you clash with those with Rappaport and Stephen A. Smith, it could be tricky. Like these are just like a lot of big egos clashing together, and yeah, it's hopefully it doesn't get too ugly, but yeah. So the Knicks. It's it was a dagger in my heart. It was a real fucking dagger in my heart. We lost by 2 points against the Nets. And we were up by like 14 at mid of the third quarter. And then we lost the lead and we're like only up by 4 to begin to the fourth quarter. And I mean, Kyrie has greatness. I give him that. I give him that all. But what I have a problem is with Nets fans I've never heard of before. Like, please think about this. You think anybody... I'm just going to ask you a question. Do you know a Nets fan personally? If you know one, okay, fine. If you know two, okay, fine. Just tell me, do you know any Nets fans? Like, I don't know any personally. I asked my dad. He's a big Knicks fan. He doesn't know any Nets fans either. So, what's up with all the, the Nets are so good, and I've always been a Nets fan, and, bro, I could respect the Golden State Warriors because I could respect them because they were still built off this 73-9 record. And they still had Steve Kerr, a respectable coach. Steve Nash, also a respectable coach. KD, a respectable guy. I mean, I respect KD more than I have in the last couple of years, but still. I do not like this. First off, you have KD and Kyrie that signed with the Nets. But they realize, oh shit, it's not going to work for the Lakers. So, we're going to get Harden. Oh shit, not going to work that much either. We're going to get Marcus Aldridge and fucking Blake Griffin. They've been holding fucking back, bro. He's been holding back the entire fucking time. Bro, you can't tell me that Blake Griffin hasn't been holding back. He's catching lobs. He is catching lobs. He couldn't catch lobs a couple of years ago. He couldn't do that. He was holding back. These are some Vince Carter moves. I said this my last time on my podcast, and I'm saying it again. This is some Vince Carter shit right here. And there's nothing respectable about this team. Except for KD and Steve Nash. Kyrie, a fucking snake, bro. He's oh my god, bro. If nothing goes his way, he's complaining the entire time. Harden stabs his team, Houston in the back, and leaves for the Nets. I mean, okay, LaMarcus Aldridge is also pretty respectable. But Blake Griffin, this motherfucker, this guy is holding back. And he stabbed the Detroit Pistons also in the back. And the most painful is about these fucking bandwagoners that I've never heard of before. How are these guys fans? Even if the Nets win a championship, the most of the New York is like, hell nah, bro. We're not gonna do a parade here on the You could do it somewhere where nobody would go. Like, I mean, the main. Where would the Knicks parade be? If the Knicks would win a championship, bro. Like, imagine the Knicks winning a championship. It would be a crazy thing. Everybody would prepare for the. I'm just talking about New York. Preparing a parade, making everything is right, big security, just having a good time of the clear favorite of New York. Now imagine the Nets winning a championship. Who cares? I mean, probably there's some Nets fans, but who cares? Bro, the Nets weren't even a New York team a couple of years ago. They were like a New York team and with the ABA. The ABA! That was in the fucking 70s! Who cares about this team? From New York fans' standpoint. Almost nobody. And Nets fans are like, if the Knicks fan, I can tell you, bro. Knicks fans are one of the most loyal, one of the most crazy, and one of the most berserk fans I've ever seen. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm loyal. I'm for sure loyal. And I'm not like crazy like some of the fans like booing Kristaps or wearing like paper bags over my head. But still, like, I'm going to stand up for my team. And with the Nets, that's not flying, bro. It's not flying. This is such a weird organization. And I'm scared as a Knicks fan. I'll admit this. I'm scared of this team. Not because necessarily if they're going to take New York. That's never going to happen. There's always going to be more Knicks fans than Nets fans. That's not going to happen. What's probably going to happen is that the Nets will sooner win a championship than the Knicks. Pretty sure about that. Nets are a smaller organization. Nobody really wants to be nobody really wants to play for the Knicks like free agents, super free agents, because the media criticism is super high. And it's tough to avoid this criticism, except, like, take Stephon Marbury. He got actually pushed out of the country from the Knicks. He went to China. Like, yeah. It's crazy. And, I mean, the Knicks have made some stupid claims and not supporting everything that they meant. That what they did to Stephon Marbury was just fucked up. But still, there's something loyal about this franchise. With the Nets, I don't know. It's not. No. And I can't stand back. I mean, with Golden State, I couldn't stand the bandwagoners. But this is personal. If bandwagoners go to the Nets. The Nets are the hometown rival. Like, this is not good. Like, Knicks fans, I'll be pissed. A lot of people that I know Knicks fans are probably gonna, not pissed, but like, they're gonna judge those people. I'm judging those Nets fans. I don't know, bro. If you're an OG Nets fan, okay, I'll give it to you. I'm cool with you. But you still have to back it up. Like, you don't have to do anything about it. It's your decision. But if you want to back up that you're a Nets fan, you have to give some hard evidence. Or else everybody's going to call you a bandwagoner. Myself too. So, if you were a fan before the Nets with without KD and Kyrie on the team, I'm cool, bro. I'm complete. You deserve it. The Nets have been a very bad franchise. But I can't stand bandwagoners. I just can't stand them. So, Paul Pierce. Oh my God. So, if you don't know, Paul Pierce made an Instagram live stream where he showed a party at his house. So, there were, I guess, strippers. And you have to remember, Paul Pierce is a married man. And he probably was at the party with friends that are also married men. And it just was a weird thing because they were giving him massages and stuff. And he was showing off. And he was doing some weird jokes. I don't know. And the stupid thing is, he was probably drunk. And he he put it on live stream. So everybody could see what he's doing. Like, there was a lot of... He was showing off strippers, like, shaking their ass or whatever. Like, I mean, I'm just saying ass because... Butt sounds kind of weird, but okay. That's just my... shaking their ass, so... And... I mean, those people were... They were clearly paid. And... I mean, ESPN fired him on the dot. They were not having that. And ESPN is also run by Disney, so... Family-friendly content is that what Disney stands for, and if you put out a live stream with strippers shaking their ass, I don't know if that's gonna fly with Disney. So, Paul Pierce got fired, and then he made a video where he's like, oh yeah, I don't care, like, I'm gonna find something new for myself, which is great for him, but he wanted to be like, I don't care about this. This is only my job where I got a lot of money, but who cares? Like, you know what I mean? And he talked about having new ideas, and I mean, he clearly cared. But if he's gonna find a new way, it's fine. I'm not gonna support every claim that he's made in the past. I mean, he had some stupid things to say, like if he would have had Shaq, Chris Bosh, and LeBron on the team, he would have won more championships than D Wade has. I mean, yeah. So, Paul, if you listen, probably you're not gonna listen to this. But I hope you're good, bro. I'm not the biggest fan of you. Also because you criticize LeBron, and I like LeBron and stuff, but who cares? So, Paul, just don't do stupid shit. Please. I know that you're not probably the smartest guy, especially because of the live stream and stuff. I mean, maybe you were drunk and you really couldn't handle the situation, but also because of couple of claims you made, you're probably not the lightest, like the highest IQ guy. Maybe I'm not it's just what comes over you from the media. That's all. Not disrespecting you, just the facts or just the videos that I see. Maybe you're completely different in real life, but please don't waste away your talent of entertaining, because you are entertaining. And please don't like drink away your bitterness or your sadness. Please don't do that. And you have a big potential to do something great outside of basketball, because you have been doing great things outside of basketball. But yeah. Please don't do stupid shit, and yeah. So, if you like this podcast, leave a like. I know this one was a little more louder today, maybe a little more hateful, but I just can't stand those Nets fans. Whatever. If you like this podcast, leave a like, as I just said. Subscribe to the channel, and of course, turn on notifications. And until next time, peace!